Hello, and welcome to the Quickstart tutorial for Puzzler for HFPS. In this video, we're going to be covering the puzzle type Rotate, which allows us to rotate specific objects for the puzzle interaction. Here, in the demo scene, we can find the Rotate puzzle by going to the room Hallway L, then clicking on the Rotate puzzle and going to the scene view. And here, we can see the puzzle setup. Here, in the general options, we have a few values that control how the puzzle interaction occurs. These values have been covered in previous videos such as the single and multi-item puzzle types. Similarly, objective, interaction, and sound options have also been covered in previous videos. If you'd like to know how these features work, feel free to go ahead and watch those videos. Below that, in the item options area, we can see that we have an option to use require item. This option sets it so that we need a specific item to be able to interact with this specific puzzle. In this case, we can set it to something like banana. We cannot have the item as 0 because it conflicts with the puzzle setup. Down here inside of the rotation options, we can set what type of rotation will actually occur to referenced objects. So for here, the rotation amount will apply a -60 rotation to the referenced objects when a rotation occurs. We can also set what type of rotation type we're going to use, which is local or global. Locally will rotate the object locally per the child or parent setup that it has. The global rotation will apply the global rotation per the world of the object. Down here in the slot options, we can see the objects that we reference to be rotated based on the rotation options applied up here. For instance, if we look down at layer 4, we can see that the pivot is referencing this slice right here, which will be rotated left or right based on the rotation options we apply. Inside of the rotation slots, we have a few values that will be covered to handle the actual interaction. The start rotation can be set by setting Use Start Rotation to True. This will set the start rotation of that specific slice or rotated object to the indicated values set here. The Activate rotation is the rotation of the object that needs to be set for that object to be activated or completed. So when the object reaches the rotation of 0, 0, 0, then it will be marked as complete or active. Inside of the events area, we can see that we have a few different values. Here, on the on reset, will fire when the rotation of the object is reset. And below that, we have the on activate event, which will fire when the rotation of the object matches the activate rotation or has been marked as completed. An important thing to note is that for each interactable object or rotatable object that we're going to be using, we need to update the slot and the interaction init on that interaction. This allows the puzzle to know which slot it's handling and then create the interaction. So we do the same thing on each slot down here. So we see slot 2, 3, 4, and 5. And as each slot is referenced, it will rotate based on the slot that is assigned during the interaction. Similar to other puzzle setups, when the puzzle is completed or the rotation matches that of which we require, then the puzzle complete events will fire. In this case, we're going to be playing a sound, we're going to show a key, and then we're going to dissolve in that key. And below that, in the delay, we're also going to use a delay and then turn the gravity on and is kinematic off so that the key will fall to the table. And of course, if the puzzle is loaded back in a complete state, it will turn off the hint, turn on the key, and then dissolve the key in quickly. And that covers the major features for the Puzzler handler on a rotate setup. You can of course look over the layout, such as the slices interactions, the items that are displayed, the handlers, which in this case is using a dissolve controller to show the item, the hints, audio source, and models that are used. And that brings us to the end of this video. I hope this video has been enlightening on how to set up Puzzler for your project. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to drop a comment below, reach out on Discord, or send me an email. As usual, thank you for watching.